Yes.
Okay. Alright, guys. So, OTS Trophy Tournament. First place, 1 week. Second place, another week. There's this week's trophy.
A bit unfortunate I couldn't get first this week too, but it is what it is. I did get sacked a little bit, but...
Yeah. What did you play both times?
I played Prank Kids.
Alright, let's...
So it's a little bit of a different take on the deck, but... So, here are the monsters. 3 Lampsies, 3 Dropsies, 3 Shansies, and 3 Roxies. So we max out on the Prank Kids because this is a poly build. We don't like to play a lot of trap cards just because we don't think we need them. And it is a hand trap format right now, so we want to max out on the hand traps rather than actual trap cards. So, 3 of all the Prank Kids. And for the hand trap lineup, we play 14 hand traps in the main deck, 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Spell, 3 copies of DD Crow in the main deck, 3 Effect Veiler, and 3 Imperm. So these help against your Tri-Brigade and Drytron matchups a lot because you just need any 2 hand traps against Tri-Brigade, and then they're usually just done for. And all of these are good against Drytron because ideally you want at least 2, possibly 3, to be safe. These have been good all day. I used to play Meisters, but I think Crows are actually better than the Meisters. They're better in every matchup against the meta, except for Prank Kids. Even against Prank Kids, you could Crow a spell card to try to add back, and Crow is also very impactful.
Try to go in the zoo.
Yeah. Those are the 14 hand traps. So for the spell cards, we play 3 Prank Kids Place with 1 copy of Chair. So 4 additional Prank Kid names, so in total we're playing 16 in the deck. So 16 starters. And we play 1 copy of Pranks because we don't play Desires. So we could afford to play 1.
Yep.
And we play 3 copies of Pandemonium and 3 copies of Polymerization. So this is the poly build, and this card lets us play through hand traps very well because how the deck was played before with a ton of trap cards and starters but no extenders is that you would just lose to 1 hand trap, and this plays around that. And to supplement the fusion spells, we play 3 copies of Purple Thousand Challenge. This is not a card that we've usually seen in Prank Kids decks, but I do think that this card is very strong because if you do have a fusion, so if you get interrupted by an Ash Blossom or something, and you have a second Prank Kid name and a fusion spell, you can just choose to rip the hand, and a lot of the times that's game because you either hit a second hand trap or you hit a starter and then you just make Battle Butler. Or if you are missing a fusion spell or a Prank Kid, you could try to use talents to draw, and it's very likely to get you there. And then for the last spell cards, we play 1 Instant Fusion and 1 Called By. This is just an extender, and this helps you play through hand traps.
Yep.
$39. Well, I tell you what, I can take 25 off of what.
So for the extra deck, play 3 Meow Meow, 3 Doodle. So this is very standard. This is just how you get your combo started with 1 card. This is pretty much the bread and butter of the deck. This is your searcher, and it also helps you set up butler plays by grabbing the kids. This card's really strong. It's like Doodle that lets you add 2 cards back on your opponent's turn, but he also protects all your Prank Kids from being destroyed by card effects the turn you use his effect to add back. So this makes your Battle Butler even harder to clear. 1 Ripper, 1 Roaster. A lot of people have cut this, but I do feel that this is very strong in your back row matchups.
Saw you use it today.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, because 1 game today, I played against the Subterra Guru Dragoon deck, and game 1 he hand trapped me, so I used talents to look at his hand, and then I saw that he was playing Guru, and then he had a bunch of trap cards, so instead of Butler, I just decided to make this, and that just blew him out the water.
25?
for the other links, we play one Asa. So this is for when you get hit with contact seed. So we could just link the contact seed and prank it into Asa, and then she has down arrows for you to play. Otherwise, if we get contact seed and we don't have a card in our extra deck for the contact seed, we just lose.
Yep.
Nightmare Unicorn, this just helps us break boards. Same thing with Access Code. This is probably the only way our deck is ever going to kill Dragoon. And that's it for the link monsters. You have Weather Washer, Rocket Ride, and Battle Butler. So this is your boss monster, double Raigeki. This lets you tribute himself on your own turn to summon back 2 Prank Kids. And he lets you do the same on your opponent's turn, except when you use him, your Prank Kids cannot be destroyed by battle. And on your turn, while you have him on board, when any of your Prank Kids attack, your opponent cannot respond. So this is really useful for attacking over Shadal monsters or any floaters.
I just figured somebody might want it.
Then totally awesome.
Yep.
And the access.
Token.
Yep.
For the side deck, we play 3 drawn lockers. So this is for your combo matchups, in particular Drytron.
That card.
Yeah, this card is very good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And then we play 2 Contact Seed. I'm most likely going to bump this to 3. This is auto win in the mirror match, or in Tri Brigade, or against Tri Brigade, unless they play the Asa. But even if they play Asa, it's still very hard because they need to open a fusion spell and two Pranked monsters to continue. So this put in the board today. 3 droplets. This is for a combo matchup or against monkey decks that make Dragoon. And these are also for the back row decks. 3 Twister and a Feather Duster. Honestly, I think I've sided in droplets almost every time I went second, just because it's very versatile against a lot of the decks right now. Tri Brigade, Drytron, just a good all-around card. It's definitely worth the price tag.
Yep.
We play 3 copies of Solemn Judgment for when we go first. So this helps us play around a lot of the cards that we lose to. In particular, Twin Twisters in the standby phase, because our fusion spell only works during the main phase. So this is a counter to that. And also, it just helps you fortify your board going first, even if they don't have this card, because this card backed with a double Raigeki is usually just game.
Yeah.
And that's the deck, guys.
Alright, shout out.
Yeah, I have a shout out to my Team Armageddon on Discord. So they helped me with the deck. Like, I honestly would not have figured out like tech cards to put in like triple tactics or refine the extra deck or side deck to a point where I like it without their help. And I just gotta say, a little disappointed I did not get first again. It would have been pretty cool to have 2 of these trophies, but
Yep.
yeah, I'm pretty happy with second and how the deck did as a whole, because there were a lot of good players at all the tournaments we went to.
Yep.
Thanks.
Count, I know you do.
Alright, thank you.